Hey and welcome, I'm Hammeh and today we're doing a little preview of Wrecking Ball or Hammond's voice lines. Now full disclosure, the hero interactions aren't fully in there yet, but some awesome lines are, including his seasonal lines for future events and one particular modular multi-part voice line that could tie to a skin that a lot of people have been requesting. Now a lot of Hammond's voice work is really cool and has a lot of humour in. At San Diego Comic-Con 2018 on the Wrecking Ball Origins panel, Michael Chu actually said that there's kind of a discussion going on between Hammond and the AI in Wrecking Ball. It's not just a translator that we hear. So as a result, that gives a bit more flavour to a lot of the lines that Wrecking Ball is almost sort of choosing, sometimes it feels, what to translate of Hammond's to the world, and it's not just a straight translation. So here are some examples of that, along with a lot of Hammond's lines where Wrecking Ball is kind of speaking on his behalf, and sometimes you think, maybe Wrecking Ball's not giving us the whole story.
No. Greetings. Hello. The hamster sends his regards. The hamster appreciates your help. Frustration detected. The small mammal is impatient. The hamster is pleased. Don't cross the hamster. The hamster is keeping a list.
Now, I thought that might be a Christmas line to start with. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's going to find out who's naughty or nice, but maybe it's just Hammond wanting a little revenge list for people who have killed him.
Thank the hamster. He says thank you. Relief detected. He says he's sorry. He is damaged.
And I love the idea that Wrecking Ball actually censors Hammond because sometimes he comes out with things that either can't be translated or perhaps are a little bit foul-mouthed.
Error. Profanity filter enabled. Translation not found. Vocabulary not found. Translation impossible.
Here are some of my favourites. You might not have heard it in game yet. I think maybe this is a one where he kills Junkrat perhaps, or something that triggers on Junkertown. Here are a couple.
He'll sign an autograph later. New champion crowned.
And I'm glad to see that Hammond, much like anyone he's ever had to work with email in an office setting, has a few autoresponders.
Auto response. Thank you. Do not disturb.
A few little bits of humour here. Firstly, guess the reference on this one.
Be the ball.
That is 80s genius film, depending on your taste, Caddyshack, an exclusive new golf course with a bit of a loud and leery new member and a dancing gopher. Here's a few funny lines from his origin trailer, as well as a couple of classics when he gets voted high at the end of a match.
This is happening. Beware of small mammals. Keep your eye on the ball. Rolled. Don't anger the hamster. Tallying votes. Legendary. Tallying votes. Epic. No hard feelings.
And finally, I thought this could be a specific level interaction, but it's pretty funny wherever it plays.
Locational danger report. Beware of potholes.
Okay, new voice lines, event voice lines, and potentially a really cool skin voice line. Let's have a look. So whenever a new hero is recorded into the game, they get Uprising and Retribution lines. Hammond Wrecking Ball has these, of course. Here are a few samples just to show he's ready. A res line, things about slicers, all of the NPCs that we fight in Retribution.
He says to get up. Slicers incoming. Assassin detected.
But we do have Halloween and Christmas lines in there as well.
Trick or treat. Ho ho ho. Deck the halls with me. Engaging festive mode.
I like to think that one's a nod to Athena's kind of festive and party mode in the Reflections comic of a couple of years back. Okay, time for the big event. Now, if you've followed my channel for the last couple of years, you know that I always aim to be the first in sharing with you any new, interesting and nuggets from the voice lines of Overwatch. So here's one. Has Hammond got the best multi-part voice line, like Arisa's current outlook? Or is this voice work for the most requested, I think, skin for Hammond so far, apart from a disco ball? That's a magic 8 ball. Here are a lot of multi-answer lines that I've heard, multi-different options in the voice files for what sounds like a very cool voice line for Hammond.
Assessing luck. Small fortune. Assessing luck. Medium fortune. Assessing luck. Great fortune. Assessing luck. Small misfortune. Assessing luck, medium misfortune. Assessing luck, great misfortune. Assessing luck, success in academics. Assessing luck, good time for romance. Assessing luck, Financial outlook strong. Assessing luck. Be careful crossing the street.
Yeah, Hammond could make it kind of hard for you to cross the street. Well, there you go. That could be a Magic 8 Ball, at the very least, voice line for Hammond. Who knows, maybe that's the Summer Games one. Or if not, then who knows, maybe the Magic 8 Ball skin is still on the table and this is something to do with it. Okay, last but not least, a couple of mini interactions as to what we have so far. Now, there's nothing between heroes, but Hammond does comment on when he spots Specimen 28, when Winston, I think, is Primal Raging.
Specimen 28 anger levels rising.
And finally, Hammond has a couple of level interactions. Now he has one that everyone has on Horizon Lunar Colony attack spawn when you look through the telescope, as well as ones that play on hot levels and cold levels, so it gives a little bit of a clue as to how Hammond was probably able to survive quite well in Junkertown.
He says the view is acceptable. Analyzing location. Hot, dry, unpleasant. Ideal for hamsters. Hostile environment warning. Low temperatures detected.
Throw a like, subscribe, comment with your favourite lines, what you think of Hammond so far. I really love his voice work. When the interactions are in game, I will bring them all on the channel for you here, so don't worry about that. If you want to see more of Overwatch's hero voice lines, lore and interactions, I've catalogued them all in this playlist here at the end, and I've got an important video on the next couple of weeks of videos I'm going to be sharing on the channel and where my channel can go from here in its future here as well. So if you've got time to check that out, it's here and in the description below too. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks to my patrons on Patreon who make this and all of my other videos possible. You can see how you can support my channel into the future for this and other videos and beyond at patreon.com/Hammeh. Cheers for tuning in. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.